We're rolling.
All right.
Okay,
Talk
we're rolling.
Okay. And action.
Hey, I want to welcome everybody to Greatest Bits, Greatest Hits. I've been doing this about full time for about 10 years, so I figured it was time to just throw out what we think is the best of. And really, we picked a lot of these just from fans. Like, fans will make shirts and give me like gifts and things having to do with my comedy bits. So we kind of went off that. We went off YouTube hits, what had the most YouTube hits or the most feedback from Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. And we put it all together in a project. Greatest Bits, Greatest Hits, and man, I hope you like it. I sure enjoyed doing it the last 10 years, so.
Y'all ever seen these commercials for these pills, this medication you take? It's like one pill for one thing, but they list like 100 side effects. Just like they're just scrolling for a minute. And you're thinking, is that really a good trade? That can't be a good trade. You got people going, well, I can take the headaches, nausea, and vomiting. It'll make my elbow feel better. It's really worth it. It is. I mean, I've been taking it. Oh! Ow! Ow! I can move it around, play with the kids, and I got full range of motion here. Don't you love? Do you have Krispy Kremes here? Oh, I don't care if you can't spell crispy or cream right. They're doing some wonderful work over there. Oh, it's like eating a baby angel. It's just wonderful. I don't even know what that means, but some of you know what I'm talking about. Get in there, you little cherub. That's my dream, is to go to Krispy Kreme and lay on that conveyor belt when it goes onto the icing part. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Just get a full body glaze. Wouldn't that be... In my church, they have these 2 hand sanitizer stations right by the front door greeters. That is not a good message. People come in on Sunday, how you doing? Nice to see y'all. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming to visit. You're gonna love it here. We just love people. You can just be yourself. You can just be yourself. We don't care. We don't judge you. We just love. You sit back and whatever questions you have, you let us know. We'll let you know whatever we can do for you, okay? Y'all newly married, you got 4 kids? 4 kids, that is amazing. We love kids here. Kids are like a little gift from God is what they are. They are just wonderful little creatures that God gives us. Yeah, where y'all from? Arkansas? Okay. But it's true. I mean, I got 3 boys and a girl. Boys and girls are totally different. My boys are just violent. Girls are just dance everywhere. Make a bowl of cereal. They're adorable. Boys are violent, man. You ever see a little boy smitten with a girl? It's hilarious. He's like, look at her, she's amazing. I must have her in my life. She is my day, she is my night, she is my flower. I must prove my love for her, to have her forever. So with all my heart and with all my soul and with all my might, I shall throw this rock at her. And as the blood trickles down her temples, she will know the depths of my affection. If she survives, we will be wed. Go, find your mark, little pebble. Find your mark. I just can't keep up with her mentally. She's so much smarter than I am. It's not fair, ladies. God has given you brains. You do like 8 or 9 things at once. You multitask. And men, we just can't keep up. Men are like, honey, can you watch the kids for an hour? I'm trying to make toast. They can't figure it out. There's just a lot going on right now, please. I don't know which number I want. Something's gonna be popping up. I need to focus here. Just take them somewhere. I need some me time right now, please. Get my yoga pants. Just get my yoga pants. I need to be centered. And never send a woman for an oil change. They can't take the pressure. Jiffy Lube freaks them out, scares them to death. Turn a $30 oil change to a $600 overhaul. I get the bill. Honey, what is this? The guy said we were totally out of blinker fluid. Oh my gosh. You mean I've been driving around this city with no blinker fluid for how long? Do you never check the blinker fluid? Do you want me to die? Is that your plan?
Full Range of Motion was a lot of fun. I remember the location about this one. This was shot in an old Food Lion grocery store. I know I wanted this to kind of be nothing churchy looking about this venue at all. I wanted it to be like the anti-project, no brick wall. And I also remember about this when we went to set up that day for the stage, it was like they were doing some kind of theme where these huge big elephant rocks, and they're just big gray, ugly looking rocks. And I don't know what it was for, but it looked like dinosaur turds or something. So my brother had to go get all this black drapes stuff from this quilt or whatever, this clothing or material store, and just cover up all these stinking rocks. And we put like a black shrimp thing in front of it, and you can't see it at all. So behind all that black stuff is just a bunch of dinosaur turds. And so it was horrible. But Full Range of Motion, I still love this one. It's one of my favorite projects that we've done still.
But I can talk like y'all down here. I like my van down here. If I'm on the West Coast, I'm like, You all gotta do that too, you know what I'm talking about? I just, where am I at, you know? I think it's because I want to be liked or something. I don't know what it is. Sometimes that doesn't work out. It's embarrassing. I was at a McDonald's recently. And a lady waiting on me, she's at the cashier lady. I think she's Puerto Rican. Because she, you know, I was like, give me a number 3 with a Coke. And she goes, okay. Do you want a super sign? If you give me 40 cents, I can give you a bigger one. If you want to. And I say no. The actual name of the store is the Dress Barn. The Dress Barn. That's the best name you could come up with there. That's the one you want to go with. I don't think I'm ever taking my wife to a place called the Dress Barn. Dress Barn. What do the people like that work at the Dress Barn? Can I help? Yeah! That blouse is right over here. It's only 20 bucks. I don't know. At my church, the pastor always makes us hold hands across the congregation. I can't stand that. I'm ADD because I can't think about the prayer. I'm just thinking about the person I'm holding hands with the whole time. Man, this dude's hands are huge. I think he's got an extra finger. What is that? Man, is that a mole or a milk dud? What is going on over here? Dude. I don't know if I'm sweating or he is. You ever pray holding hands? You say amen, do that little squeeze. Squeeze. Amen. Squeeze. You know what that means? Let go. Squeeze. Sometimes parents, we just fail at advice. I remember my mom when I was a kid. She used to give me good advice too late. Think about it. Good advice too late. Like when I was a kid, I hit my head on the corner of the table. Careful! Boy, I'm sure glad you were there, Hoss. Who knows what would have happened, Nostradamus? Moms are a big help when you lose something, aren't they? You ever lose something? Your mom is just not a help at all. Hey, Mom, I can't find my wallet. Well, it's gotta be somewhere. It's like, that's good. I thought I was going crazy for a minute. I thought I was looking for something that didn't exist. Thank you. And then they go, where'd you leave it last? You're good. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I was on a totally different track. I was looking where I left it first. Mom was the worst nurse in the world. Some women, as the parents and mothers, they just don't. You do the same thing no matter what's wrong with the kid. You tell them to do the same thing, especially women in the South. When I was Mom's kid. I was like, Mom, I don't feel good. You need to go sit on the pot. You need to sit on the, yeah. It's ancient wisdom that only I can conceive. Go sit on the pot. You'll feel fantastic. I'm telling you. I think I broke my leg. You need to go sit on the pot. Okay. Okay, I'm trusting you. It's still kind of throbbing. Marcus Welby, I don't think this is it. I can see her at my funeral. I told him to sit on the pot. I told him. Like, I'm driving away from my parents' house recently. It's a 10-hour drive home. My mom's out on the porch, waving goodbye. Says, all right, y'all get tired. You can stay at a hotel. If you're hungry, get you something to eat, okay? Wait, let me get a pen and paper, Ma. These are some real nuggets of wisdom you're throwing out here. You're like a Jedi master over there, yeah. Hey, Yoda, what happens if they get thirsty? What do we do then?
Drink water.
And everybody in this room has gotten this when you're driving away from a parent. Drive careful! Duh. What are they gonna say? Drive fast and take chances. Cut people off, sweet pea. Use your road rage if you have to. Don't let people merge. Show them your tall finger. I saw this sign in a Flower Mountain neighborhood. It said, drive careful, we love our children. Oh, do you? You need that sign? We all love our children. You're never gonna see a sign that says, gun it, we'll make more. They're overrated. Come on.
I'm No Rock Star was interesting, and for a couple of reasons. Because when I was done doing the show for I'm No Rock Star, I walked up the stage and I thought we didn't get it. I didn't feel good about it. I felt distant from the crowd. I felt we just didn't get it. And you know, when you do comedy, you work like 1.5 to 2 years to create this show, and you want to have a DVD that captures all that. Well, I just didn't feel it. I just didn't feel like I was connected to the audience. I just felt like it was a fail. And we only did like one shot. We only did one show. I didn't have a bunch of shows to choose from, but it ended up turning out okay. Maybe that's why it turned out okay. Maybe you could just sense the desperation in the way I was performing or something. I have no idea. Plus, before the show, I was actually in a car crash collision. This guy hit me from the back. I was at a stoplight, and you know, there's some people stopped, and I was at the light was actually green, but people had to stop because of a guy in front of us, and I can see the guy behind me in my rear view, and he was looking the other way, and it was just, I knew he was going to hit me. I was like, no! So, and I felt in the DVD, I was a little tight and had some whiplash going on, but it worked out. And as a matter of fact, I think the YouTube clip that has the most hits, The Aging Rockers, is on this particular DVD. So it's I'm No Rock Star, and I am no rock star.
Well, I'm no rock star, believe me. Rock stars don't have to rent cars, I do. Rock stars get picked up by a limo, man. You're never gonna see Mick Jagger lost in a Hertz parking lot, all right? Where's me Ford Focus, huh? Y'all have Cracker Barrel here. It's not that great, is it? No, it's not. It's like you're eating at a garage sale, for crying out loud. There's stuff hanging all over the walls. Rusty farm equipment over your head. Hey, can we get a table not directly under the horse castrator? It's a thin thread right there. I need some more golf tees for this triangular game. I'm trying. All 6 left. I'm an ignoramus. I love Southern waitresses at the Cracker Barrel, man. It's like I'm just trying to order food. I don't know what she's talking about. You know? I'm like, how are the biscuits and gravy? Oh, they make you want to slap your mama. Then I don't think I'm gonna get the biscuits and gravy. Being my mama's here and all, that would be kind of awkward. How are the pancakes? Oh, they make you want to hit your daddy with a baseball bat. Do you have a less violent menu I could take a look at? I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want some food. Are the biscuits that good? You're like, Mama, you might want to go out in the car for a while. Yeah, a couple more bites I'm gonna have to throw down. You know what I'm talking about? These are delicious. Don't say I didn't warn you. I love it when I see new couples, man. New couples, they just get married and they just have it figured out, you know? They have all the answers. They have this whole marriage thing. Oh, it's so easy. They're always bragging about their relationship, you know? You hear them talking, it's so amazing. Our marriage is so amazing. What's so great about it? It's just so spiritual. It's like we're joined at the soul. The soul. Like, what do you mean? It's like we finish each other's sentences all the time. We finish each other's sentences. I'm like, big deal. I don't care how long you've been married, you always finish each other's sentences. I've been married for 15 years. I'm like, hey, honey, can you make your own sandwich? That is weird, because that's just what I was going to do. I was going to see if you want me to make you one, too. But when she's really mad, there's one around here, I think there's a place called La Madeleine. There's a restaurant. It's like this French... But it's weird. She takes me to La Madeleine. It's like by the time I get done ordering there, I turn into my wife. It's ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, give me the chicken salad croissant sandwich and some lobster bisque. Can I get that in a cup? Oh, I need to make a substitution. Can I get the fruit cup instead of the chips? Okay. Apple Danish shouldn't, but I'm gonna. Do you have raspberry tea? With Splenda? Bonus! But Christmas is kind of bittersweet for me because when I was a kid, my first time performing, I was 6 years old. And I was performing in our Christmas pageant at church. And I had one line in one song. It was the song, Do You Hear What I Hear? And I messed it up. I sang, a child, sleeping in the night, with a tail as big as a kite. That's not the way that song goes, ladies and gentlemen. People get mad when you sing about baby Jesus with a tail. But think about that song, Do You Hear What I Hear? It's Psycho. Who wrote that? Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy. I think the shepherd boy's been in the field a little too long, don't you? Talking to the sheep. Ah! Really? Ah! Oh, we got to tell the mighty king. Gets worse, they go to the Mighty King, you know. A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. How about a blanket? How about some soup? Child shivered in the cold. Throw some gold on him, he'll be fine. He's got pneumonia, but he's loaded. That kid is gonna be some. But I don't know, my testimony is, sometimes I wish I had a better, you ever do that? You wish you had a better testimony in your life? You're sitting in church and you're listening to a guy on stage, you're like, man, he has an awesome testimony. I have a horrible one. I wish I was addicted to crack. Thanks, God. The first lady in the line, she walks up to me and she goes, would you put your favorite Bible verse under your name for me? Just your name and then put your favorite Bible verse underneath. Could you do that? I'm like, okay. Sure. Well, my favorite Bible verse is Psalm 34, verse 8. It says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Happy are those who take refuge in him. That was my favorite verse. But that night, I forgot the verse. I just blanked on it. You know how sometimes you know, like, sir, when you dress today. You know what I'm talking about? It's like your brain isn't, it's just not working. So I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, it's Psalm something. I got to pick something. And I said, oh, I'll just have to make up a verse here. So I did. I picked Psalm 38, verse 7. Just picked it out of thin air. Psalm 38, 7. Okay, I did it. Like an idiot, I did them all that way. Tim Hawkins, Psalm 38, 7. Hope you enjoyed the show. So I'm driving home that night. I'm like, oh, Lord, I hope that was a good verse. Oh, Lord, could you change the scripture if it's not, just for one night? But he did not hear my prayer. So I get home and I look up Psalm 38, verse 7. And to my horror, it says, lo, I have a painful disease in my loins. And I signed it 100 times and sent it out in my own little mission field. Go! Take the word! Don't forget my loin problem! Build schools and hospitals! Don't forget my loin disease! Because you know those people looked it up. You know they did. They probably made a big deal out of it. Come on here, sit down, kid, sit down. We're gonna read this verse. Turn the TV off. Get over here. Here it is, Psalm 38, 7. Shh. It says life first. Shh. It says, lo, I have a painful disease. I shook his hand. I shook his hand.
Insanitized, first the name. Where did I come up with the name Insanitized? Usually when I name projects, I want to take something a bit from the show that kind of means something. I mean, at first we were just going to call this, we shot it in Paducah, Kentucky at the Carson Theater in Paducah. So we're going to do like Tim Hawkins comedy at the Paducah, whatever, the Carson Theater, and I said, nah, let's do something more fun. But on this video is the hand sanitizer bit. I talk about my church has hand sanitizer. Sanitize, sanitizer, insanity, insanitize. That's kind of how I came up with the title for this one. This is actually just some beautiful camera work done. We actually had a jib camera that we used for the first time, and it was really, really cool, and it came together really well. Once again, I didn't think that we got it after the show. I felt really bad about it, but maybe that's just my problem, but insanitized.
That's why I love candy. Candy gets better, kids. Candy gets wonderful. I love candy. It's so good, but there's some bad candy out there. Remember going trick-or-treating? Remember getting the bad candy? You ever get a popcorn ball? Remember those? You're like, why would anyone make this and give it to a kid? What is that? That's the popcorn ball. I made it myself. You need to eat it yourself. That's what you need. That's sick. That is sick. Trick or treat. You ever get those wax lips? Remember wax lips? You didn't know what it was. You ate it anyway, huh? Like, what are you eating? I have no idea what I'm eating right now. What's it taste like? It has no flavor whatsoever. It's just getting bigger as I chew it. You remember those wax bottles? Those wax bottles with that liquid? What was that? Power steering fluid? What was that we were drinking?
These are fantastic. I can feel it burning my esophagus all the way down. It's amazing.
Horrible candy. Remember the brown taffy and the orange wrapper? Wasn't that the word? Tasted like peanut butter and hair. You remember that? I love what they call candy now. You know, you see those little mini Snickers? What do they call them? Fun size. That ain't fun. Fun size is a whole bag of Snickers just jammed together. The big Snickers loaf. That's what I want for Halloween. A Snickaloaf. That's what I want in my bag. I don't want no popcorn ball. Snickaloaf. Weekends were made for Snickaloaf. You know what I'm talking about? Ladies, I'm going to give you childbirth as the number one most painful thing a human can endure. You win. I'm going to give a close second to stepping barefoot on a Lego. Holy stinking moly. Those things don't give it all, do they? Oh my. We don't get no epidural for that little occasion. Don't you? I need epidural. You're a baby. Stick your heel on a Lego at midnight. You're walking through the. Oh! Oh! What was it? A box jellyfish in the hallway? I think we should fight the terrorists with Legos. I really do. They're not wearing shoes anyway. Find a bunch of caves, throw a bunch of Legos out. They're gonna come out. Just wait. It's like. That is not fair. When I say that, I will get you back. I will kill you with a Lincoln log. I swear I will do that. I took my kids a while back to this theme park called Six Flags. You ever heard of Six Flags? It's a real fun theme park, man. Took them there for a day. I spent $500,000. $500,000 in a day. I'm driving home that night. I heard this in the back seat. Hey, sweetheart, what's wrong? Billy's daddy took them to Disney World. For a week.
And we just got to go to Six Flags.
For a day. We hate you. Sweetheart, look up here at Daddy. Jesus, take the wheel. You ever feel like doing that? I have. Like, we got insurance. Let's see what happens. I don't care anymore. I just don't want to hear that. How ungrateful is that? Disney World. Let's make a new theme park for kids. We'll call it Third World. Send them there for a few weeks. See if they don't come back a little more grateful. You know what I'm talking about? It's the third world after all. It's... Daddy, I want a Happy Meal. He'll be happy to get a meal, son. Daddy, Mickey Mouse. No, that's a giant rat. Get out of here! So I got this Nano. I wrap it up. I put it on the tree. I was so excited. She opens it up in the morning. She said, oh, Daddy. Daddy. Oh, Daddy. This is the wrong one. This is not the right one. I told you I need more Giga. I hate you. I hate you. This one only gets 25,000 songs. Like 25,000, there's not 80 good songs ever written, sugar butt. And you sit down, Daddy's gonna tell you about the cassette. You from Kentucky, you remember the cassette, people. Some of you probably still using them. You know what I'm talking about. The cassette. Oh, cassettes were horrible, weren't they? You get them the next day, the tape would snap in half, get stuck in your player. You were desperate, it broke. You couldn't go download another one. You didn't have download technology. You used to have the tape stuff. Remember tape and stuff? Everybody shut up! Oh, get the dog out of here, man. Come on! You get used to hearing a Foghat song with a door slam in the second verse. Like, slow ride! Oh. Then you'd hear on the radio, where's the door slam? Oh, that tape would snap in half. You ever fixing a cassette? You ever fix a cassette? Remember that? You could do it if you wanted to. You know, take some scissors, splice it, take a piece of tape, put it on there. Get a couple of pencils. Then the pinky. Oh, yeah. The pinky. And you were back in business. But that cassette never sounded right again, did it? Always had that weird warbly sound. Put in a cassette like, if you leave me now, you'll take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, don't, baby, don't go. I only got words with my daughter. She goes, Daddy, this is too big. I wanted the smaller one. This is way too big. Like, what are you talking about? It's too cumbersome. I wanted to walk around with it. This is way too cumbersome. What? Anybody here remember jogging with a Walkman cassette player ever in your life? Pretty cumbersome, wasn't it? All right, here we go. All right. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna faint. You guys go ahead. Yeah, this has FM stereo. I got an antenna. Look at that. Come on, man. There's some beautiful stuff in the Bible. There's some stuff in there you got to admit it's not what we can call family friendly. Think about it. There's a reason you don't see some of those illustrations in the Precious Moments Bible. You don't see Cain and Abel in the Precious Moments. Do you? Isn't that precious? So I'll never understand parents who will paint Noah's Ark on their little kids' bedroom walls. It doesn't make sense. Noah's Ark's a great story, but it's just out there, man. It's like, Daddy, what are you doing? I'm painting Noah's Ark on your wall, sweetheart. My favorite story. You know where God sends a worldwide flood to kill every living thing? Yeah, I love it. It's awesome. Hey, grab a brush and paint some screaming people on that rock for me just to make it real. It's going to be great. Look in the baby's room. I painted the stoning of Stephen. You're going to love that.
All right, Rock Show Comedy Tour. This is such a fun project to do. We shot 6 shows in 3 nights in California. We did a California swing with the great John Branyan and the great Bob Smiley, who've been my buddies for a long time. And that's one of the cool things about what I'm doing the last few years of what been touring. I mean, for many, many years, I was by myself. I mean, I was showing up the shows, I was bringing all my product and merchandise. I was setting it up all myself and selling it and doing everything. And now I have a great team of people, but it's been cool to have other people come along and tour with. We actually came up with what we call the rock show format. A lot of times you go to a comedy show and you'll have like an opener, a middle, and a headliner like that. But we wanted something, we came across a really good idea. One of the nights I just decided I was gonna host it. I was gonna come out first and do a little bit of comedy and then bring on Bob, and he does his thing. I come back on and do a little bit more comedy. Then we bring on John to do his thing, and I kind of finish up. And it just made it for a great cohesive show. But the rock show format is something we've stuck with still to this day, and it's just, it's a great way to do it. It's just relentless. It's just you start out from the beginning and you go. for 1.5 to 2 hours. But a rock show comedy tour was just a blast to do.
I'm just so blessed, man. I love being married. I've been married for 17 years, like I said. Has anybody here been married for like less than a year? Any newly married people? Any newly marrieds? How long have you been married? How many? 2 months. Dude.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. Yeah, baby. You're gonna die.
Where do we go now? 2 months, that's awesome. See, when you're married 2 months, see, marriage is a roller coaster. 2 months, you're just on that first hill. It's pretty easy. You got your teddy bear and your big cup of Coke. This ain't so bad, is it, sugar booger? It's coming, Rachel Ray. It's coming like a train. Buckle up, patootie. You see, marriage changes. It's still good. It just changes. It's good. It just changes. Like, I don't know, dude, you may get up early and go to work early. Your wife's, still sleeping in your shirts. She's snuggled. She's like, please don't go. Please just stay. Just stay. Please don't. Please stay. Stay. Oh! A few years later, it's trash day. Let the dog out. All right, man. Turn off the light. You're not gonna wear that, are you? What not to wear, poster boy walking out the door. When you're first married, you share food at restaurants, Get a piece of cake. Can I have a piece just to buy? Sure, honey, sure. Married 17 years, you throw an elbow every once in a while. No. Well, you see, I got cheesecake because I wanted cheesecake, but you didn't want cheesecake a minute and a half ago. But now you want cheesecake. See, that's frustrating. Because I said, do you want cheese? You said, no, I don't want. I got a cheesecake hole right here in my stomach, and a half a piece is not going to do it. Oh, you just got to learn. It's real simple. Just learn what they want. Just the little things, little details, guys. Just learn what they want. Study them. If you go to Starbucks, learn their drink. Like when you go to the drive-thru, learn what they like to drink at Starbucks. It'll blow her mind. It will. Because women that's a hard drink. They're very complicated. Men are easy at Starbucks. You ever go to the drive-thru? Can I help you? Yeah, give me a Mente coffee, no cream. Honey, what do you want? Okay, here's what I want. Listen, this is what I want. I want a tall, skinny, sugar-free, decaf, soy, vanilla latte, extra hot, whipped cream, double sleeve, no cup. Please tell me you got that, please. I'd like to change my order to a large whiskey, just a large cup of whiskey, because I'm gonna drive away and off a cliff. I don't want it to hurt so bad. And a blueberry scone. We're driving to the restaurant. We always have the same fight. What do you want to eat? I don't care. What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? I don't care. What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? I don't care. What do you want to eat? Will you just make a decision? Okay, we'll have Italian. I hate Italian. Just want a large cup of whiskey. That's all I want. So there's just tension. We get to the restaurant. We're looking at the menus. The waiter comes up, asks us what we want. What do you like? Hey, honey, what do you want? You know what I want? I want you to want to know what I want. We're gonna need a couple more minutes. It gets worse. The guy comes back for a drink order. I say, yeah, I'll take a cherry Coke. Honey, you want a cherry Coke? You don't even know who I am, do you? I don't like cherries, and I don't like Coke, and I for sure don't like cherry Coke. What, does your girlfriend like cherry Coke? No, she likes Pepsi. I'm kidding. Oh, ladies, don't you moan at that. How dare you moan at that? It's not fair. Sometimes my wife gets mad at me for behaving wrong in her dreams. That ain't fair. I had a horrible dream last night. You want to hear about it? No, I'm going to tell you anyway. A grizzly bear was chasing me through the woods with his teeth. He was going to eat me. And you did nothing. You just sat there and you didn't do a thing. What was I doing? You were playing poker with a rabbit. That's what you were doing. And that's the thing, you would do something like that. You would play poker with a rabbit. Well, I was being eaten by a bear. Luckily, a giant unicorn came and saved me with his laser horn. That's how I saved, not by you. Like when you get married, you're a guy, you get a little helper in the car. I love my little helper in the car. She knows everything about driving. It's very convenient for me. But sometimes I get confused. See, I don't know how I get anywhere without my helper in the car. I'd probably be bouncing off trees and buildings and stuff, but she's there to help. Like, she tells me when the light changes colors and everything. It's very convenient and helpful. Like, it's green. Thank you, helper. Because I was confused. I didn't know. I always know how fast I'm going with my helper in the car. She lets me know. You know how fast you're going? Yeah, I got a speedometer right here, but thanks for the backup. That thing ever snaps in half, I got you to back me up. She gives me statistics when we're in a car. That's right, you know that men have the most accidents. Gee, I wonder why that is. Let me ponder that for a nanosecond. Bing! It's because the woman in the passenger side, because you always react to every little thing. And that's okay, just don't do the noise. What was that? That was the garage door opening, sweetheart. We haven't left yet. Can you give me a change of pants before we go? These aren't gonna work for the gala. I'm sorry, it was silver, it was moving. I thought it was a Volvo. I'm sorry. We were driving one night. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's just, I'm just so tired. I'm just hallucinating. My wife's just sacked out. And we hit a bump. 2 o'clock in the morning, she goes, Are you okay? Then she says this, You want me to drive? Oh, what would Jesus do? I don't think so. Oh.
The most recent DVD we have is called Push, Pull, Point, Pow. And I love that title personally. I think it's pretty genius. But that comes from a joke I talk about. I could have been American Idol, at least top 10, because I know the move. They all do the same American Idol move. It's called Push, Pull, Point, Pow. You push, pull, point, pow. So that's where that comes from. We shot this in Little Rock, Arkansas. Little Rock, Arkansas, at a very cool place. They had this beautiful 800-seat theater right there in the church, and we shot for 3 nights. We had a lot of mic problems. I remember the first night we just had total mic issues. It was kind of a disaster, but it was good because we got everything worked out, and we got everything that we needed to get the next 2 nights on Push, Pull, Point, Pow, and the food was awesome too. That was what I really remember about this, is that we had my road manager, Chris, his wife, Susan, was in charge of all the food. So we ate wonderfully for 3 straight days, but we had a great time, so push, pull, point, pow.
I love watching those NFL quarterbacks. They all have those huge wristbands on their arm. I found out that's the plays. It's like they have a cheat sheet on their arm. What do you make, $10 billion a year? Learn the plays. You got like 6 months off. What are you playing, Xbox the whole time? What is that, like walking you through step by step what to do? Okay, step 1, to receive ball, place hands gently under. I'm not doing that. Oh, come on! Can you just throw it over your shoulder or something? I need some hand sanitizer over here. One of the things that I love about the NFL, they have this thing called the challenge flag. If you don't know what that is, each coach gets a red flag. And if they think the ref makes a bad call, they throw this red flag. The ref has to look at this video replay thing on the field, see if he was wrong, change the call. I think that's a brilliant idea. I want that for marriage. Wouldn't that be awesome, man? Get in an argument, throw the red flag, ref comes out of the pantry. All right, after further review, we got a personal foul on the male. He was not listening to the female story at all. And there was an eye roll involved. Wait, but after even further review, we got unsportsmanlike conduct on the female. She's told the same story 4 times this week. We got offsetting penalties, repeat conversation. She walks in the other day. Hey, did you leave your underwear on the bathroom floor? Are those your underwear on the bathroom floor? I hope so. That's a whole other conversation we need to have if it is. I want to know, did you leave her? What do you want from me? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Honey, we live in a world where men leave their underwear on the bathroom floor and those underwear have to be picked up. Who's going to do it? You, the kids? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep over my Hanes. You curse my Fruit of the Looms. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that my laziness, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my undergarments, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, save lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties. You want them on that floor. You need them on that floor. We men use words like boxers, briefs, whitey-tighties. You use them as a punchline. I wish you'd just say thank you and be on your way. Otherwise, pick up your own underwear and stand to post. Either way, I really don't care what you think you are entitled to. Did you leave? You're darn right I did! Well, pick them up. Okay. But hey, if you're not used to going to a hand-raising church, you want to go and join us, feel free to join us, but don't feel like you got to join right in, okay? Start slow. We got a lot of different hand raises that we use. We actually have names for our hand raises. So I'm going to walk you through real quick, okay, what they are, just to let you know. Say you're at my church, music is rocking. Start slow, hands in the pockets, little elbow flap, you're fine. Very subtle, get warmed up, get your heart rate up. When you're warmed up, start with the first one. Ready? Carry the TV. Carry the TV, that's our first one. Very subtle. Go to big screen, a little wider. Next one's my fish was this big, my fish was this big. If you're a liar, you go out there, that's fine, don't worry about it. Jesus loves you, grace. Next one's hold my baby, hold my baby. Got dueling light bulbs, that's our next one, dueling light bulbs. Got goalpost, everybody knows goalpost. Throwing a heartburn, a lot of people like to do heartburn. Double heartburn, right back to goalpost. What's my favorite? Mufasa. Mufasa, that's my favorite. The circle of life. Tim, can you go higher? Yes, you can. You can take one hand, go a bunch of different stuff. Pointer, hatchet, schoolroom. Release the doves, give the Lord a high five, press it out. A lot of women like to wash the window. Wash the window. And when you're comfortable there, go for the big three. Village people, Rocky, touchdown. There you go, there's your big three. You're set. Like, I could sing of your love forever. I could sing 10 minutes later. I could sing. Are we gonna sing of his love really forever? I mean, I love Jesus. We gotta go. I got stuff to do. Father, I'm tired. I'm just gonna lay here prostrate or whatever. Oh, what is it? Prostate or prostrate? I don't know. That R is so important. I know you've done it, lady. You know what I'm talking about. All of you have done that. You don't know either. Sing at the top of your lungs, let angels prostate fall. God's like, what are you singing to me? That's not how it goes, Brother Tim. Angels, come here, they're singing about your prostate. Look, I went to my Dick's Sporting Goods, and I wanted to buy one of those Under Armour t-shirts, you know, those sleek workout shirts that show every contour of your body. Mistake. I went in there. I mean, the shirt looked so good on the mannequin. I didn't even try it on. I just bought it and took it home. I put it on. I'm looking in the mirror. Looked like I was smuggling a family of woodchucks. My daughter runs in. Daddy. She calls 911. Hey, there's a woodchuck eating my father. Get over here.
Insert animal noise.
I know. I do that. I admit it. 20.
Insert your favorite.
Well, you said that to me. You said that to me more than once. That I don't have any punchlines and the writing is not that good.
Who said that?
You did.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
I never said that.
You said that. You said, really, there's nothing really there. That makes me laugh.
That is
My
good.
dad used to do that. He used to just, he would do that. That was his sense of humor. He'd be driving, he'd just look back and he'd go, he'd do something with his hand. He'd look up and go, that to me, that's funny. And it's just, that it's, I never had a voice. And now I feel like what I say, it matters.
It doesn't.
I mean, what I'm saying is,
I don't know if you read my emails to you. It doesn't.
oh, shut up. It's like, if I can just reach one person with my cow noises or whatever they are to you, then I'll move till midnight. If I get one laugh.
You're not going to.
If my mood just changes one life.
I had a lady come after me after a show one night, and she said, your dress barn bit saved my marriage. So if you want to make fun of that or mock it, Brandon, or Bob, if you want to mock it, then why don't you ride on the van and get off the bus?
You know, I watched your bit last night.
Sorry, I've been projectile vomiting.
We're having a party, just the adults having fun all together and everything. Well, in the middle of all that, Jack, who's almost 3, bless his heart, he just comes out of the bathroom, you know, and he's got his pants all the way around his ankles. Parents, you've been through this. Pants around his ankles, he's just doing that waddle through the house. Hi, Mr. Williams, how you doing? Yeah, I'm looking for my dad. Looking for you-know-who. Well, he finds me in the living room with the adults. He walks right in the middle of the living room, the adults. He goes, hey, Dad, wipe me. We'll do it here on the coffee table. I don't care. I don't mind at all. You know the drill. You've been through this before. Hey, Cheetos. I love Cheetos. You guys have anything? I love these things. They're awesome. Too many trans fats, but they're delicious. Come on, let's go. Make it shine. Let's go. You know what to do. Sham-wow it. But listen, when I am old, some of you know where I'm going with this. When I am old and have lost my mind, I will get him back. That's right. I'm gonna waddle into his living room. Pants around my ankles. Hey, son! Daddy made a boo-boo. Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. You're looking like a boo with your pants on. When my son was 3, he's like, boys, they just make up games like they want to hurt themselves. They do. I'm like out in the backyard one time, my son comes out, hey, Dad, throw that brick at me and see if I can get out of the way. Yeah. Game, it's called Dodge Brick. It's great. Fling one right at my head, and don't tell me when you throw it. I'll try to listen for the whiz. He's my 3rd child. Don't you judge me. Because it wasn't until that brick left my hand I was thinking, this is probably not a good idea. Whoa! Careful! Yeah. Now go sit on the pot, son. Go sit on the pot. I don't know why. Just do it. I got some Vicks. I'll be right back. Oh, worst was our slides. Remember our slides? Made out of metal. Metal. Remember that? It's 100 degrees outside. You're in your shorts. I'm not talking Nike shorts. I'm talking those cut-off jean shorts with the pockets sticking out of the bottom. 80 feet up. I'm ready. Smoke and sparks flying up out of your crotch. Oh, I'm only halfway down, man. Oh, I smell something burning, man. What is that? That's why old guys walk like this. They lost their butts years ago in a slide. And that wasn't the worst part. Remember going home, your mom would spray Bactine all over your body? Remember scraping up your knee, roll up your pants leg on, spray some Bactine on your leg, roll it up, it's gonna be better. I don't want you getting gangrene. Come here, let me see your leg, okay. Shh. What was that? Oh. That means it's working. That means it's penetrating and killing all that gunk. Stop screaming and thank me. You should thank me for that. You ever seen The Super Nanny? Anybody seen that show? It's the best show ever. The Super Nanny is where this English nanny comes over and helps these demonic possessed children from America. And they're just like, ah! Ah! And she never loses her cool. She's like, no, Thomas, no. We don't do that, Thomas, no. What do you mean you just knocked your mother out cold with a pot? That's not what we do. We don't do that. I'm very disappointed, Thomas. I'm going to have to get harsh. You heard me, harsh. I hate to do this to you, but go sit on the naughty mat. You heard me, the naughty mat. And I'm sitting at home going, there's got to be more than that. I mean, is that where he sits? Will you find something to beat him with? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Because I don't know how you were raised. I was raised a little bit different than that. My mom would tell me what she's going to do to me. I'm going to beat the snot out of you. You hear me? I'm gonna beat the snot out of you. I'm gonna hit your head so hard, snot flies out of the front of your skull. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, she was detailed. I'm gonna spin your head off like a lid on a pickle jar. I'm gonna take my leather belt with my name on it. I'm gonna beat you and brand you at the same time. I'm like, Mom, you're the worst mommy in the world. No, I took second last year. I'm going for first this year. Phrases. My mom used to use phrases. I didn't know what she was talking about half the time. I want you to clean up this room, every nook and cranny. Every nook. What is the cranny? Give me some more. What's a nook? I don't know what that is either, you crazy lady. Is my nook dirtier than my cranny? Well, your nook is fine, but your cranny's filthy. Clean it up now. Clean it up. Pronto. Pronto. But I don't know. I think I do a lot of the same things my parents do, but there's one thing that my wife and I do not do the same. We decided a while back we are not going to spank our children anymore. We're just not going to spank them. I don't judge me if you want to. No more spanks. We're going to use a taser. Yeah. Boy, that technology is from heaven above right there. That's provision right there, parents. You need to hear me out on that. You need to embrace that technology. It's quiet. It's quiet, doesn't leave a mark. They don't remember. It's awesome. Smart stuff. Whatever, Dad. Like, I don't know. He must eat peanuts. He's having an allergic reaction. Here's the deal. I think they should let me be the super nanny. Oh, you might want to tune in, because there will be some violence going down on that show. The super nanny will be a whole different experience for the viewer. Like, no, Thomas, no. Come on, let's go. I'm going to drive you off a knotty cliff. Come on. No, you don't need your shoes. You're not coming back. Come on. Say goodbye to your brother and sister. Let's go meet Jesus. Come on, let's go meet Jesus. In case you're wondering a little bit about myself, I was homeschooled. Yeah, and both my parents worked, so it didn't really pan out. But actually, my wife and I, we've been homeschooling our kids. We have 3 children. We've been homeschooling them for about 5 years now, and it's kind of hard. One of the hard things about homeschooling is that, you can't find any bumper stickers to brag on your kids. You guys have seen right here all the time. My son is a 7th grade honors student at Garland Montessori Emporium of Knowledge, Learning, and... I want to get one for us. It says, my kids are homeschooled. We have no idea how they're doing. We don't have a clue how they're doing. I don't even know what grade they're in, for crying out loud. I don't. I have no clue. People ask me, what grade your son in? How old are you, boy? 9? 9th. I mean, the kid knows Greek, but he still eats bugs. What grade is that? I don't want to leave anybody, any groups out. We got any homeschoolers? Any homeschooler people here? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. What's it like being outside? Isn't this awesome? This is... Thanks for letting us out, Pa. I'm going to write about this in my journal. No, I do. I love homeschool people, man. You don't see a lot of atheist homeschoolers, do you? So once you homeschool for about a week, you'll be crying out to God. Let me tell you something. What am I doing? I love the way people talk about their church. It's like a code. It's another code. If you hear someone say about a place, I love it there, I love the music there, well, that means the preaching stinks. That's what that means. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. They say, I love the music. Well, I love the preaching. That means the music stinks. You hear somebody say about a place, I love it there. No one judges me, and I can be who I want to be. You're at a bar. That's where you are. I see some of you Baptists. That's a liquor reference, liquor. He's talking about liquor. Liquor reference. I can't compute that. Make it stop. Make it stop. Malfunction. What other denomination do we have? What other do we have? Okay, atheists over here. What? Assembly of God. What do we got? Non-denominational. We don't know what we is. We're non-denominational. You're just a Baptist church with a cool website. You know that's true. You're just a little more relevant than the Baptist. Non-denominational. Our pastor preaches barefoot. Yay. You just had a little name change. That's all you did. You're still a Baptist church. We used to be First Independent Fundamental Baptist. Now we're Tapestry. Non-denominational. Probably have a cool Christian coffee house that you're non-denominational. With a name like Holy Grounds. Jehovah Java. Hebrews. What other denominations we have? Pentecostal. Ooh, ooh. Soul Train for Jesus. Yeah. But my Baptist mom had to warn me, before I did the show. She's like, Timmy, I just want to warn you. Pentecostals do things different than we do. Do tell. She goes, she said this, Pentecostal women, they don't cut their hair and they don't wear pants. That's going to be kind of distracting, don't you think? What else we got? Walmart. What's somebody say Walmart? We've been going to Walmart for 3 years now for church. They're so nice there. I love you, Lord. Clean up on aisle 5. Clean up on aisle 5. And I lift my voice. But before I was nervous. I'm at Catholic church. Am I going to have to change everything I do? So these people understand me? Like, how's everybody doing? It's so nice to be here with you tonight. What else we got? Catholics love to laugh. They don't clap a lot. They usually have a drink in their hand. Liquor reference number 2. This is ridiculous. Get the kids in the minivan. I have had enough. It's all booze and midgets with this guy. Get in the car. Booze and midgets. That's going to be the name of the DVD, Booze and Midgets. I think we should call it that. What do you say? Yeah, Booze and Midgets. You think family Christian stores will put that on their shelves? Yes, I'm looking for Booze and Midgets. Do you have that here? Well, let me check in the back. Booze and Midgets. Got any Mormons? Oh, good. I saw your bike outside. That's awesome. Probably started out a couple days ago. Let's move it. Come on, we're going to be late. I got to stop by a few houses before we get there. Come on, move it. Come on, Jedediah, we're late. Let's go. Come on, honey. Let's go. Oh, no. You have to laugh at that. That's worth the whole DVD right there. That one joke. People, if you can't laugh at yourself, laugh at the Mormons. That's what I do. That's another possible title. Laugh at the Mormons. Let's do it. I see a lot of funny things in church a lot, a lot of people sometimes when people pray, the way they pray, it's kind of funny. You guys ever heard these people in church pray? I call them thesaurus prayers. Thesaurus prayers, these guys, Lord, guide us, lead us, direct us, navigate for us.
That means the same thing there, Roger. You want to... Lord, guard us, protect us, be a shelter for us. Finish, wrap it up, conclude. But we use the phrases, but that's just what we heard growing up. We think that's just the right thing to say when we pray. You know, like hedge of protection. You ever hear that? Hear that a lot. Hedge of protection. Damn, we are praying a hedge of protection around you, buddy. That's right, a hedge. Around you and your whole family. A hedge, huh? I don't mean to complain. Is that the best you can do? How about a thick cement wall? With some razor wire on top of that bad boy. Hedge protect, good set of clippers, get right through that thing. I'm sure the devil's got a set of those. I mean, you think a hedge is going to scare the devil away? What is this greenery? I can't get through that. Move that bush. My greatest weakness is landscaping. How did they know? Best, I love this one over food. Sometimes we pray over food and ask God to make up for our bad choices when we eat. That's funny. No matter what it is, Lord, bless this food to the nourishment of our bodies. Lord, bless this bag of Cheetos. And this jumbo Dr. Pepper, Lord. Somehow make this nourish us in some way. I don't know how you're going to do it, Father, but we just trust in you now. Father, change the molecular structure of this food. This complete trash we're about to shove in our gullet. Change the Cheeto into a carrot stick on the way down. Spirit of low carb, rain down on me now. I pray a hedge of protection around my pancreas, Lord. Right now. Intervene. My parents used to pray this with me in the dark when I was a kid. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to give. If I should die, before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul. Sweet dreams. See you in the morning. Maybe. I don't know. No. 50-50. I can't guarantee anything.